First off, all esteem to the Most High Yah. Um, I am, bro. Life is crazy. So I've understanding things a lot more. Um, I never be knowing where to start because I was cast into a lot of chaos. Um, I let my son go live with his dad when he was 4, about to be 5, thinking that we would co-parent. We separated, um, I believe, when my son was 3 and my daughter was about 18 months or possibly even before that. Um, my ex-husband, had broke my daughter's arm, and she had a cast on her arm. Um, Realizing then, because I wanted to take her to the doctors, um, he kept cussing me out, talking about it wasn't broken, threatening to beat me. Our family was saying um, that they were threatening me, that they were going to call CPS and say that I hurt her. They were not there when it happened. I was not in the vicinity. We were at the park. I was with my son. He was with my daughter. I looked back and my daughter was on the ground crying. And so I ran to her. He started cussing me out, um, and was like, let me cater to my daughter. She did not want him. She kept hitting him. Um, and so I did get her. Um, I kept passing out from stress. Like I passed out multiple times and nobody helped me, nothing. So when my daughter was when we took her to the hospital to see if her arm was okay, probably like a week later, I also fainted that day. So I had to go get an EKG or whatever it's called. I had to go get my heart scan. So my separated husband was in there with my daughter. When every doctor's appointment, the doctor kept refusing to meet with me. He kept treating me real weird. I didn't know my my um, my ex husband was already cutting me off from everybody, telling everybody I was crazy and whatever. I still don't know everything. I never really had a relationship with him. We only got together because I was being sexually abused by my aunt and her boyfriend. And her boyfriend gave me a time limit to where, because he used to come in my room in the middle of the night, like he was going to the kitchen to get food. He was a fat ass fuck. And he used to try to pull my covers off and he'd choke me and hold my neck down and tell me when I'm gonna give it to him. And like, I'm not gonna say everything he used to do, but I got tired of being raped and abused my entire life. And before I hated sex, I wanted to find someone that I wanted to experience it with, which happened to be my ex husband. And that's how we got together because he promised to protect me and teach me how to talk because I could not talk. But he took advantage of I couldn't talk and he just started beating the fuck out of me because I could not talk. So um, we never had a relationship. The agreement was he was supposed to protect me and teach me how to talk. But he got me alone and get over my fear of sex. I was like, I was that was very stupid. The only thing he wanted to do was practice sex to get over my fear of sex because I used to have a fear of sex, whatever. And I was just gonna do it with one person, which was him. And so we never really had a relationship the entire time he was with my sister. Um, I'm glad that we're not together anymore. I never wanted to be with him. I'm glad that we have children. I love my children. I want my children. Um, he uses our children to try to control me. He only ever hurt me, only ever beat me. He was being sexually abused by his mom, and she has him so mentally fucked up that he thinks he's not worthy of love, and nobody loves him. And he has gone so far to, he has told me if I don't come back, he's going to commit murder-suicide with him and my son. Our parents okayed him beating and abusing me and cheating on me. I did not know, because they gaslight the fuck out of me. They threaten me with the safety of my children, and then every time I check on them, they have my son groomed to where he will tell me that he's being hurt. And then as soon as I confront them about it, he takes it back. This is insane. So my sister, so every time I would try to co-parent, I would be calling my husband. My sister would randomly call me, or sometimes we'd be at my mom's house. So she would come to my room or wherever I'm at, and she'll be like, "Oh, do you want me to try to call your husband for you and see if he can meet you with the kids or whatever?" And I'd always tell her no, because I don't. That's weird as fuck. I can handle my own business. She always tries to get. That's the thing about my sister. I don't believe in having anybody in my business, and so this is why I'm communicating. Is because I'm about to get to that in a minute. My sister, she wants everything that I have, and she's been like this my whole life. No matter what I have, she takes it and she has to have it, and everybody allows her to do that in the family. I tried to set that boundary with my husband, and she fought me over it. She went to all my sisters and asked, and was like, "This is our brother-in-law. She can't touch. She's not my fault. She brought him into the family. I can hang out with my brother-in-law. She hang out with him more than I do. It was my husband, and we never even. I don't know nothing about the fucking nigga. They're best friends. They're leaked up. They're click. She's sick as fuck, and she gets off on that. I sent my husband, because he's always trying to get naked pictures of me, our entire relationship, and I was never okay with that. Never did that. One time I was like, fuck, because he won't let me see my kids, which was like 4 years ago. I sent him nudes. I was at my mom's house. In the morning, my sister came in the room, angry as hell, and said, "I'm fucking your nigga." I got upset because then I'm piecing together, okay, this is why I can't see my kids. I'm sitting up here I'm piecing everything together. Everything's coming together. I can't see my kids. I'm calling a co-parent. Every time I call him, she calls me, and she's already jumped me like 3 times. Every time I try to see my kids, she ends up coming, and when I'm at my mom's house, and she just assaults me and literally tries to kill me, and I have to get away for my life. She's beating the fuck out of me. My sister and they experimented on me when I was in the military, and so I'm very skinny now. It completely changed my whole. So she just comes and literally tries to murder me, and I've escaped for my life 3 times. And they threaten me with the safety of my children, but then they gaslight and take me back and say, "Nobody said that. You're the one tripping, this and that." But no, I never just threaten nobody unless somebody do something to me. Because I've been being raped and abused my whole life, and my family do this to me. Okay, so this is the part. So I'll be minding my business, and then my family will just start brutally assaulting me. Like I'm trying to co-parent, and then they'll just come and start brutally assaulting me. And then they'll be like, "No, baby, it was you. You have memory problems." And they do this my whole life. I'm out of it now. But they'll assault me, and then they'll start. It's fucking eerie as fuck. They'll get up there and they'll just start playing all angel, and they're like, "No, baby, that's not what happened. You don't remember this and such and such." And they gaslight and fuck with your head after they did just beat the fuck out of you. Now they go and they're playing this fucking part, and they're like, "No, baby, you came in and you did this and that." And then you're questioning yourself like, did this? I don't want to be around them. My kids are not safe around them. So they'll do that, and they keep up this public display in front of everybody. And that's why if I do something, I give 0 fucks who knows. I'm going to make sure you know I did it and why I did it. So they cut me off from society like that because they'll beat and abuse me, and then they sit there and then they fucking change their whole fucking personality and pretend like what just happened didn't just happen and that you're the aggressor. And then you're sitting up there scratching your head like, and the reason why is because you start to question yourself, because this has been like this my whole life. So then, because I'm bold and I'm strong and I tell, they've cut me off from society because they do this. Because now I look crazy because they keep flipping the switch. My sister told me that my children hate me. They don't want to see me because I abandoned them. I let my son go live with his dad when he was 4. His dad cut me off from being able to see him. My sister started coming, start trying to provoke me. Oh, Lasan called me, telling me, oh, Lasan called me, and he's something like it was an accident or something, and I don't know, like she would like tell me little stuff to piss me off because in that very beginning, I'm calling trying to co-parent because he completely cut me off from seeing my son. I went to church because I had this dream, and the Most High warned me in a dream to give this message, or else my sister would be raising bills before they even lived where they are. I had a dream of where they live, where they are, and my sister being there, and everything I dream, it happens. I dream a lot of stuff, but a good amount of the stuff that I dream happens. I see things before it happens. The Most High shows me visions before it happens. So, I went. At first, I didn't go for like a whole year, but then I finally went to give the message that the Most High gave me, and so I didn't. The first 2 times, like I had to work up to it. I was praying. My son was not there. The third time I went, the Most High told me to take my family with me or I was going to die. Right. So, well, he told me specifically to take, you know, my sister, to invite my sister and her boyfriend, my sister Maya and her boyfriend. My mom was already going with me. My mom already with me the first 2 times. Me and my mom went. I did not know that I was going to get jumped by the church, or else I wouldn't have took this teenager. Like I went to give the message that the Most High told me to give, and He told me to take this person, or else I was going to die. And so I'm thinking I'm just inviting him to church. I go, and this is why so they're always reading. I think it's Micah chapter 4, and they're saying, "Where does a man rob God or whatever?" If you go back and you read the whole 3 pages, it's a curse on the pastors for doing exactly what they're doing when as they're robbing the people. That's what that curse, if you read those, that if you that's taken completely out of context. So I was telling them, I was telling the pastors, like, this is not what the Most High, house is for. You're supposed to bring it to the storehouse to give back to the people. You're just constantly passing the plate, robbing the people. And that's what I told them. And they got so angry at that they jumped me, beat the fuck out of me. And so, no, I completely did not go to start a fight. Did not know that I was going to get jumped. Did not know that my son was going to be there, that my son was going to tell me that his grandma was hurting him. And so I tried to take my son, but because I also gave that message, the bishop was mad and he pushed me into like I was so they was like it was there was a group of church members surrounding me, and I'm telling them, like, I'm telling my ex-husband's aunt, because she's telling me that my son don't live with my ex-husband, that he lives with them. So I was like, okay, bet, I'm taking my kid, because the only people that got authority over my kid is me and their dad. And the bishop just pushes me. And then they start beating me, stumping me out, tasing me. And I'm just like, what the hell? And so that's the first time I tried to get my son back. And it was like he told me that he was being hurt. So I was going to take him, talk to him, see what was going on, and go from there. But no, I got jumped. Um, the next time I seen my son was when he was 6. So 2 years later, at my nephew's second birthday party, and again, he came in the room because I was living with my mom at that time. He came in my room, and he was standing in front of the dresser, and he was like, "Mom, I'm 6. Nobody should be hurting me." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right, son. Nobody should be hurting you." And he lifted his shirt up, and he showed me his back, and he had all of these bruises all over his back, these round bruises. And so I was like, I was like, okay, like you're gonna stay with me. I messaged his dad because his dad was leaving. The party was over, and I was telling his dad, like if he could spend a night for the weekend, and he said no. So I went out to go talk to him, but he was already in his car leaving. Shayna was there, and she was trying to take my son. She's like, "All right, son, let's go." And I'm telling her, this is, I messaged his dad. This is what he said. I'm keeping my son, and she's telling me no. We going back and forth a little bit. I'm never am I about to fight this girl. I'm putting my foot down as the parent and letting her know that my son is not going anywhere. My sister walks up behind me and holds my arm. If I was going to fight anybody, she wouldn't have been able. If I'm trying to fight you, nobody's going to be able to subdue me that easily without me getting at least 3 licks in. I'm hitting you at least 3 times before you do anything to me. Nobody was harmed because I was not about to harm nobody. And I only fight in self-defense. Me and my sister Dominique, we fought all the time because she's a little asshole. We'll get into that in a minute. She's my sister right under me, and she's always taken everything that I have, and everybody always lets her do that. Which is she has no boundaries, and she's sick as fuck. Grooming my fucking children in my face. Weird as fucking fuck. I don't want her in my life at fucking all. I tried to cut her off from my life as an adult after we were supposed to report my aunt's boyfriend abusing us, and they beat the fuck out of me and beat me unconscious, and I guess turned to her and asked if anything happened, and she got scared. Okay, whatever, you didn't have my back. I get beat for you all the fucking time. You couldn't even have my back just because you watch me get beat. And so I cut her off, and because she's used to just getting her way, she's mad at me for cutting her off. And what they normally, how it goes, they just beat the fuck out of me, and I have no understanding back then because my whole life was just getting raped and beat, and I always come back even though and apologize even though I didn't do anything wrong, because that's the only thing that stops them from beating me. So she's expecting that I'm going to come back and apologize for her fucking doing everything that she's fucking doing. But no, I have understanding now. At first I just didn't understand how to get everybody to stop beating me, except for I apologized and then everybody stopped beating me. So, no, I didn't do anything. I have nothing to apologize for. She came in the room and said, "I'm fucking your husband," and I headbutted the fuck out of her. Never headbutted anybody ever in my life. I was scared that would hurt. I only fight in self-defense. So, that happened. I was trying to get my son. My sister came and held my hand behind my back. We were in the hall. They were asking my daughter who broke her arm. She was old enough to talk now because her dad broke her arm when she was 1, and she told them that her dad broke her arm and what happened. That was the first time I heard the whole story because I was not in the vicinity when he broke her arm. And then he admitted that he broke her arm. All them years, he let everybody say that I did it, and everybody kept saying that I did it. I didn't see my son again. I haven't seen my son since he was 6. That was the last time I seen my son. I came to get my son twice after that, 2 or 3 times after that. And each time I'm calling the co-parent And my separated husband calls my sister, and she literally comes and brutally assaults and tries to murder me. She's trying to murder me. I thought that my mom was jumping me, but my mom said my mom is the one that always got her off of me. My sister is trying to get a knife to literally kill me, but my mom gets her off of me, and I run away, and I leave the state. And in this time, my sister is grooming my children and telling them, "Oh, your mommy's not here for you, and I'm here for you." And now she's grooming my children, and she in this weird shit, and she's telling my children that I abandoned them. When every time I call a co-parent, my separated husband doesn't answer, calls her. I'm normally at my mom's house, and then she comes and assaults me. My mom gets her off of me. I used to think that they were jumping me, but my mom is the one that got her off of me. Um, all those times, and she's literally trying to murder me, and I have to run for my life, and I don't just have money to come right back. The only person I know. So the first time me and my daughter got away, we went to Texas. I'm still calling, trying to co-parent. We ended up getting brutally assaulted and kidnapped by Clean Texas police. um so then yeah that's what happened. The next time I try to get him, I'm at my mom's house. um I was at my mom's house for a year, and Dominique was also at my mom's house. And I'm calling, not getting no answer. Dominique keep trying to get in. I keep shooing her away because we don't talk. Because a few years prior, she jumped me with her boyfriend. I was in my room sleep. My sister had asked me that day if I could watch my niece that was just born while she go to a job interview. She got the interview, and then she came back. She got approved for the job. She came back with a schedule and expected me to just, I'm getting out of the military. I have all these appointments. And I told her, when I don't have appointments, I can watch her. But when I have appointments and when I'm literally going on leave to California, I can't watch my niece. And she gets mad that I cannot watch her on those days, because the days that I have appointments and the days that I'm not going to be in the state. And so she tells her boyfriend, and he comes in the room while I'm sleeping and starts threatening me. I tell him to get out the room. And then he grabs me by my hair, starts ripping my hair out my head and beating the fuck out of me. And so, and so I threw my separated husband, got him off of me. I threw his game controller at him. And then so my sister starts destroying all of my stuff and then starts fighting me. And so I cut her off after that. Again, I cut her off. Um, so she's mad because I don't want anything to do with her. So then I don't know why. I don't know why she do everything she do, but she cut me out of my children's life as I'm trying to co-parent. She keeps assaulting me and then going and being there under my kids. And she told me that she will kill. So this is why I keep panicking, because she told me she'll kill my kids. She used to feel, and that's why she literally has tried to kill my kids before. She used to fill the bathtub up to the brim and just leave them in there. And by the grace of the Most High, they was just up in there swimming and didn't drown. She would just, and she told me later, she would get my kids high, which I'm mad at her for, because they was literally fucking babies, and you're literally getting my kids high, filling the bathtub up and leaving them in there. She's trying to murder my kids. And then, so they're threatening me. My sister and my ex-husband are threatening me with harming my children, but then they're gaslighting them too. And so now I'm freaking out, and I'm telling them, if y'all hurt my kids, I'm gonna kill y'all. And so now they're trying to say that I'm crazy because I keep telling them that I'm going to kill them. I'm not just telling them I'm going to kill them for no reason. They keep threatening me with the safety of my children. And then I know, so I've been in this place of like chaos because they won't let me see my kids, and then they're threatening me with the safety of my kids. I was kind of hoping like they was just lying. I've been doing everything I can to get my kids. Every time I come, I'm brutally assaulted. And then I find out on my birthday, my daughter calls me back because they were telling me that they were being abused and they were made to hang up the phone. My daughter calls me back and my ex-husband is beating my son in the corner. And my son don't want to say nothing about it because they're beating him. My family is fucking sick and crazy. I want my children and I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't want to be around them. I don't want them in my life, in my children's life. I'm not safe around them. My children are not safe around them.